start there because this is a great ministry that they have embarked into. Before we present our sister for ordination as a pastor, we want to read the words of 1 Timothy chapter 3. My brother over there, if you can put all on the screen, 1 Timothy chapter 3, beginning to read from verse 1 to verse 9. This is the call that the Lord called people even before. And everyone who desires to become a pastor, a bishop, an elder, an apostle, desires. Verse 1, desires a great work. Here is a trustworthy saying: whoever aspires to be an overseer desires a noble task. Let's say amen. Amen. Verse 2. Now the overseer is to be above reproach, faithful to his wife or to her husband, temperate, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not given to drunkenness, not violent but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own family, his or her own family, well and see that his children obey him, and he must do so in a manner worthy of full respect. If anyone does not know how to manage his or her own family, how can he or she take care of God's church? Verse 7. He must not be a recent convert, or he may become conceited and fall under the same judgment as the devil. 7. He must also have a good reputation with outsiders, so that he will not fall into disgrace and into the devil's trap. In the same way, deacons and pastors are to be worthy of respect, sincere, not indulging in much wine, and not pursuing dishonest gain. And verse number 9 says, they must keep hold of the deep truths of the faith with a clear conscience. We want now to ask the congregation to be seated and ask the candidates to face the congregation. So do you want to sit for a minute? Yes? Introduce us to her husband and the kids. Just
viwete watembea kwa jina la Yesu, kwa maana anatenda mambo ya ajabu. Imbieni Bwana wimbo mpya, kwa maana ametenda mambo ya ajabu. Maajabu yatendeka kwa jina la Yesu, ni kwa maana anatenda mambo ya ajabu. Imbieni Bwana wimbo
thank God, and this is another ordination for our sister to the office of an apostle. And thank you, worshippers, and thank you for the great work of bringing her in. I'll give you permission to sit, and then I'll ask my sister to face the congregation. We will not repeat We will not repeat the words from 1 Timothy chapter 3 because they are the same words that we read. So we'll just give us a chance to tell us about her journey with the Lord, and we'll give her 3 minutes.
Bwana asifiwe. My name is Grace Wairimukibe. I was born in Kieni Forest. I was raised in Okalau. I have one person who knows me from the 70s. His name is Pastor David. And we grew up together, praise the Lord. One thing I thank God about is that in 1974, when I was suicidal, when I wanted to die and end it all, the Lord gave me a dream of heaven and hell. And when I saw where I was going, and when I saw the joy in heaven, my heart sank. And I remember that night going down on my knees and crying. I was supposed to go milk the cows. I forgot there was that to do. My dad woke up, came to look for me. I was down under my bed just crying my head off. And I remember that day when I asked the Lord. You know, I used to hear people say they are saved, and I used to mock them, and I used to tell them off, and whatever the case may be. But that night, I cried out and I said, Lord, if you are the one who saves, save me today, and I'll never turn back. And for the first time, I heard the voice of God. And he said, I will save you and I will sustain you. Fast forward 2 years later, I was going with my brother. My brother is Bishop Kibe. He pastors in Nakuru. And he decided to take his little brother for a mission. And because he knew how to pray in tongues and he knew how to get there, we were going to a place called Chamata. Those who know Alcarao will tell you where that is. And we are going down in the forest, and he decided to take a little path and just go talk to the Lord, because he was an accomplished preacher, and I was just a little sister, didn't even have a testimony. All I knew is that I had given my life to the Lord. So I went and I knelt right next to him. As he knelt there, I knelt next to him, and the Lord spoke to me. When my